Yeah, if you're anticipating a big financial loss as a result of this, again, the first thing that you do is train your staff or train yourself on how you respond to emails,
Right.
how you make the announcement, how you respond to calls. You are going to get parents saying, "I want to cancel for a month. I want
Right.
to cancel until further notice. I want to put our membership on hold until further notice." You are going to get people do that.
Right.
If you're one of those clubs where that's minimal, then you're very blessed. You're very lucky. But the reality is that a lot of clubs are going to be getting those kind of requests. So how do you respond? Be very honest with them. You tell them that safety is at you tell them that you're doing everything you can to make sure everyone has an academy to come back to. You let them know that this is a very difficult time for not just me, but a lot of martial arts school owners, and that's why it's so great to have supportive parents like yourself. Would you consider instead of putting your membership on hold, just continue with the payment, and we will make sure we give you the full credit. We'll give some extra incentives as well, such as private lessons or some free events, just so that we can stay afloat and that I can continue to pay our rent and pay our staff. But most importantly, just make sure that when things come down, that we are still here. If you would consider that and do that, we would be very grateful. If you're not in a financial position to do that, then absolutely no worries at all. And I just thank you in advance for your consideration.
Right.
So, being very honest, being very sincere, I think will pay big dividends because people want things to get back to normal.
Right.
No one likes living in this kind of state of panic. So if we can appeal to their good nature, I think we can get through all this.
Yeah. So that's a good one. So Michael, I know you're listening. It Michael is our head of marketing. We'll take Tony is the master of speech. He speaks very well, as you can't tell. You can tell. So we'll take that essentially that dialogue. We'll put into a blog post, and that's one of the communications, like you said, that you need to write down for your staff or yourself to be able to articulate to the parents that are going to call and ask for that suspension or hold. And I think the way you addressed it is, again, very honest. And you make the simple ask, and if they say okay, then they stay, and if they say no, then they don't, right? But I think you need to ask. I need to explain to them like what all the implications are as well. So that's a very good point.
I don't think you can force people against their will.
Yeah, of course.
I think the worst thing that you can do at a time like this is to pull out the contract and say, well, it says right here that you can't. And now parents will start to feel like you're nickel and diming them. And that's not the kind of message we're trying to send at this time. Just being sincere, being honest, I think is great. Great thing you can do right now.
No, that's a very good point. Yeah, because those questions are going to come up from some club owners for sure. It's like, hey, look, if there's a contract, they shouldn't leave. But you're right. It's like that's not going to help you in the end. And especially if that parent, for example, has lost their job, for example, for whatever reason in this situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.